Manly owner Scott Penn insists he isn't fazed by news of Tom Trbojević's potential switch to the Super League, confident the star fullback will re-sign with the club. In a wide-ranging chat with Nine News, the chairman also threw support behind embattled coach Anthony Seibold.
The boss of the Sea Eagles setting the record straight.
Is Anthony Seibold safe as Manly coach?
Yes. I mean, that's what, that's one of the reasons why I want to do this, is just put that to bed. The next 2 years he's contracted, but we see him as a long-term coach.
A rumoured succession plan no longer in the works.
Speculation about him going to head of football, that's not happening.
But the club is still on the lookout for an advisor for Anthony Seibold after Blues coach Laurie Daly turned down the role.
Every smart business person or coach has mentors or advisors around them who are helping call out blind spots, who are helping, how do we take things to the next level? We don't have all the answers ourselves.
The chairman did have an answer to questions about Manly being a divided club.
Your response to all those suggestions that players aren't getting on with coaches and not everyone's on the same page?
I disagree. It's never as bad as it's always purported, and we don't always have to agree. But at the end of the day, everyone's here to win premierships.
Talk of Tom Trbojević's dissatisfaction at the club only intensifying today, his manager shopping the Sea Eagles superstar to the Super League.
I'm sure he's on the list of R360 and a bunch of other people, so it's no surprise at all.
Are you concerned that he might want to leave the club?
I mean, I don't want him to leave. I think what we need to do is make sure we demonstrate that we're going to be successful in 26, and then he won't want to leave.
Yeah.
Scott confident Turbo will put pen to paper on a new Manly deal.
All we can concentrate on is trying to lock him in for long term at the Sea Eagles. He's expressed a desire to stay. We're in dialogue. We've tabled a 3-year offer. We're hopeful of locking him in for 27 and beyond.
Are you confident that he will stay?
Yes.
Zach Bailey, 9 News.
Cameron Ciraldo has revealed he's been considering recalling Toby Sexton to first grade for weeks. The coach admits he feels sorry for the ex-Reed Mahoney, but says Sexton has earned his second chance through a faultless attitude and work ethic.
A brutal call from the Bulldogs coach ahead of the biggest game of their season so far.
It's definitely a tough decision, but one that we think is best for the team to help us win this weekend.
Reed Mahoney has played every match this year, but won't feature in the first final.
In the forefront of our mind is how hard that would be for Reed, and so it's really important that we reinforce how much we love him and we're here to support him.
Toby Sexton hasn't played first grade since round 19, Cameron Ciraldo preferring mid-season signing Lachlan Galvin at halfback. Sexton will start tomorrow's qualifying final from the bench.
Something we've been thinking about for a while. What he's done is go away and work really hard on his game, never dropped his lip, always put the team first. Toby's always brought great energy. He's 100 miles an hour, he's a great communicator, he brings a lot of energy. What he will do is cover the halves and allow Birdo to cover the outside backs and cover hooker as well.
Canterbury could also welcome back Jacob Kiraz, who's recovering well from a foot injury.
He'll do a bit of training today and then we'll wait till game day to see how he pulls up when he wakes up, and he's ticked every box in his rehab to put himself in this position.
The Bulldogs have lost 3 of their past 4 matches leading into the finals and are enjoying being written off.
Well, we are the underdogs, aren't we? You just got to listen to the TV. No one thinks we can win. So we played a lot of the top 8 opposition over the last 6 weeks. There's been a lot of lessons in that. There have been finals-like atmospheres and finals-like intensity for large parts of those games. So I think we go in really battle-hardened.
Luke Dovesey, 9 News.
And the weekend's footy action kicks off tonight. Emma Lawrence is in Gosford for the NRLW clash between the Roosters and the Sharks. Evening, Emma.
Good evening, James. And to make things even better, I've got the great Phil Gould alongside me. Gus, good evening to you. First off, I have to ask you about the Dogs tomorrow night. They haven't been at their best lately. What they need to do to beat the Storm?
Yeah, well, all year they've built their game around their work ethic, high work ethic, and their defence, and that's what you want to take into the finals and believe in that. It's going to be a great experience for our young fellas. Melbourne in Melbourne, that's the toughest road trip in rugby league, let alone at finals time. They've got such a great record, but it'll be a wonderful experience for our young blokes.
On to tonight, the Roosters haven't lost a match all season. Do they keep the streak going?
Yeah, well, they should. They're a very strong side, aren't they? And we're getting close to finals for the women's game, so they'll want to put their best foot forward. They're almost at full strength. The Sharks need to win to hold on to 4th spot. Even that might not be enough, but see how the weekend unfolds. The Roosters are a very, very good team, though.
Storylines galore in the last round of the women's, and of course we can smell finals in the air, all beginning tomorrow night, James. But Gus and I will see you at 7:30.
Bring it on. Enjoy the beautiful sunny coast. Thank you, Emma and Gus. Well, despite the Wallabies' resurgence, coach Joe Schmidt admits he's unsure if they can break a 10-year drought and win the Rugby Championship.
Jamie, I'm never confident. While I'm nervous, I'm also buoyed by the fact that the team have come as far as they've come in a relatively short space of time.
Tane Edmed will start at fly half for Australia's sold-out showdown against Argentina on Saturday. Australian Davis Cup captain Leighton Hewitt has slammed tennis authorities who handed him a 2-week ban after he was found guilty of pushing an anti-doping official during a tie in Spain last year.
I'm just really disappointed about the overall decision, but also the whole process, to be honest, and even the lack of facts that have been put out. But yeah, I'll be going through the appeal process with my legal team right now, so I won't be talking about it any further.
The ban doesn't take effect until September 24, so Hewitt can be courtside for this weekend's tie against Belgium here in Sydney.
Good evening. A Broncos premiership winning captain predicts Sunday's showdown between Brisbane and Canberra will be a dress rehearsal for when the clubs meet in the grand final. About to begin his new role as the Kangaroos assistant coach, Gordon Tallis won't be asking any players to pledge their allegiance to Australia.
Never one to pull any punches, Gordon Tallis believes the Broncos will be fighting it out with the Raiders on grand final day.
Well, they were 3 minutes away from winning it 2 years ago, and they bought $1 million halfback in Ben Hunt, so they're a better side. So yes, they got their cattle.
Supporting Queensland's world title contender Liam Paro ahead of his bout in Brisbane next week, Tallis will soon take on another new role as assistant coach of the Kangaroos.
Oh, well, I was there to support Kevy, and I coached at South a while ago, so you're going to go away with 22 of the best Australian players to go over there and win the Ashes. So I'm excited to be 50 and be representing my country again.
Kevin Walters' original bid to have Tallis be a cultural advisor was rejected by the NRL.
I don't know too much about it. But it's not the staff, it's the players. It's more important we get the best 22 players.
But he won't be lobbying NRL stars to pledge their allegiance to Australia.
You only want people that want to play for us. I'm not asking anybody to play for the country. It's our country, so if you want to play for it, you play for it. If you don't, I'm not going to beg anybody. It's Australia.
Kotoni Staggs is weighing up whether to play for the Kangaroos or Tonga in the end-of-year tests.
You know, time will tell what I'll do with my footy at the end of the year, but it's probably been some of my favourite moments in footy, actually, is being a part of the Tongan team. It's allowed me to be able to meet my dad for the first time, my brother and sister for the first time.
Staggs' bond with Reece Walsh has also strengthened following their heated on-field altercation.
What he's doing right now is the best of Reece Walsh that he's doing. He's doing it for the team. You know, we don't want him to change anything.
Now united in bringing the NRL trophy back to Brisbane.
100%. I don't see why not.
Adam Jackson, 9 News.